Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 53 with Sold with Updike Pugh. I'm Weston Pugh.
I'm David Lee.
And David is filling in for Jeff Updike because Jeff seems to out and about. So
enjoy his vacation. I'm starting to feel like Jenna Hager-Bush. I'm going to get my permanent spot pretty soon, so stay tuned.
So if you're Jenna, then who am I?
Hoda, sorry. Jeff's Kathy Lee, so I mean,
Jeff, you're Kathy?
Pick your battles.
You heard it here first. Oh, it's a good time always over here at Updike Pugh. We plan to make this a great show. We've got 4 excellent houses that we're really excited to bring you here today. We're going to start with the first one, and this one is going to be in West Dallas, just north of Northwest Highway, and it's 3010 Citation Drive. Great little area, isn't it, Dave?
It's a great area right off Royal and Marsh, kind of the little hot pocket in that loop kind of keeps you right in the city where everybody likes to stay within that little circle. So,
and we've seen so many homes in this area really coming on the market, getting trends, going through this renovation process. So what once was something that maybe people said, I don't want to be on the west side of Webb Chapel, now seems to be okay. And this is a perfect example of this. This is one of those houses that when you can't quite get to mid-century modern, as so many people want, this is a really good stepping stone into it.
Yeah, they've done a lot with these ranch homes over there and really been able to open them up, really reface the fronts of them and really appeal to a lot of different buyers. So this one, go on, you're good.
No, this is one of the ones that they've actually taken to the studs pretty much. When we're looking at homes, we try to look for homes that have good renovation, but also have a lot of the stuff done behind the scenes. And this is one of those ones with the new windows and the new thermostats, things that actually add value to the home, not just make it pretty.
Right. Yeah, HVAC has been updated, electrical. So everything's done on that one.
This is an open floor plan where they've actually taken and gone ahead and moved over the walls to give you that concept that we see that is so popular today. One of the things that we were noticing is that the way that the flow goes from the front door all the way to just past the kitchen where you can actually see the
that house
area.
has a great sight line and really open, but not right in your kitchen, so you can kind of still have a little bit of privacy to yourself and see everything you need to. So
one of the things that we see so many times is like in this picture, it demonstrates how people want to have that area for the good sized dinners. But not have it so that it's dedicated and separate in a separate room. And this is one of those ones that they've done a great job of combining the space.
Yeah, this house has a lot of flex space. That's the nice thing with it. Kind of that flexed extra bedroom in the front, office space. The kitchen, they did a great job on updating it, doing the kind of the new backsplash, the tile, and still having an eat-in space outside of the dining room.
So we've got solid wood floors from front to back, which really make a value add on this home. They've done extra things like setting up the little room that's off of the kitchen and living room that can be used as a TV room. They've also set up the office in the front, which you and I were talking about how it would be perfect to make yet another bedroom if you needed to have a 5th bedroom. So the house does lend itself to a versatile lifestyle.
A lot of space.
The other thing too is you've got great configuration of the master.
There's that second little room. Like I said, really flex space for an office, another den, kind of media room. Right off the main living area.
And then what you also see is that in the master bathroom is that they've gone ahead and given you the items that you really want. This is actually the 2nd bedroom or bathroom, and it opens up as Jack and Jill, and then also to the hall, which was a really extra space that we didn't expect to find.
Yeah, really smart use of space. They're giving it access to both bedrooms and still keeping one. This one, she has a little hidden half bath too off the kitchen.
Yep, you didn't expect it, but it's back there. And this is the master, and one of the things they've done is they've wired the lights, as you can see right there, behind the mirror, and so it's all one. Separate tub, separate shower, water or bathroom closet as well. And then if you look at the last picture that we're going to show you, it's going to be the master bedroom, and you're going to see that it does have the barnwood doors, and this has a really good walk-in closet.
Huge walk-in closet. And the thing I like most, that consistent flooring throughout. So, I mean, they were good, took it throughout through the master. The bedrooms had carpet, but everything else, like I said, really easy. Easy maintenance, easy to move in, nice neutral colors.
And the other thing, too, that we found about this home is that it's in that U shape so that you've got this outdoor decking area that opens up from the kitchen on one side, living room on the other, and then I believe it was that study room.
The study, off the back.
So it really makes for a great transformation space, good backyard space as well. This one is, let's see, paperwork on this one is going to be a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. 2-car garage. It's 2,872 square feet and built in 1962 at a price at $589. That brings us in at $20508 a square foot. And we want to say thank you so much to Janice Schick for letting us feature your home. It's a wonderful home. And if you have any questions about this, contact us and we'll be happy to refer you out. Ooh, so moving right along.
Moving on to Turtle Creek.
Turtle Creek. So this is a really great home. We haven't actually featured this high-rise, and this is one of the true high-rises of Turtle Creek. You hear people talk about Dallas and Turtle Creek. This is 3525 Turtle Creek, and this is Unit 17B. And we've talked so much about this area. I don't want us to skim over it. Great little area no matter where you're living.
Yeah, this, I mean, location, 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 they say it for a reason. This is probably one of those reasons. This one built in 1957, though, has got a killer mid-century vibe when you walk in.
It does.
I mean, I'm like, I want that, I want that, I need that railing. So, yeah, I mean, and the square foot on this is pretty spectacular.
We're talking, this is on the 17th floor. It's 3,600 square feet. And one of the things that really caught our attention on this one was that it actually is dual masters.
The dual masters and the view is breathtaking.
It is amazingly laid out. And I know that I am going to butcher it, but the outside facade you can see in that image are the windows. And it is called a brise soleil. And that is French for breaks of light. And so one of the great things from this living room is the way that it's configured. It almost looks like it frames the view of downtown.
Right out. Like, I mean, it just draws you right into it. I mean, it's the first thing you notice when you walk in.
So this home is situated also where it has its own private study. This could be study. This could be also, as they've got it configured, a really great TV room.
Right.
Really rich. I would say that the owner of this home has immaculate taste.
Yeah.
And it kind of prevails throughout the home.
But honestly, this one at the price per square foot, I mean, you could trick it out.
Exactly.
You could really open it up. I mean, it is 3,600 square feet.
Right.
So,
And this-
awesome amenities.
And that's the great thing about this one is if you wanted to take and curtail or change, this one actually allows you and has that. From here, this is the master bedroom, and this is probably one of the most amazing views.
Just, I mean, that at night or waking up to the morning and the nighttime view. And you can see fireworks from every city. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you could just take a window and go out for it and go.
So the great thing too is that this actually is on two corners. So this is actually the main master's bedroom, and it also looks over downtown. So you don't really have a bad view in this home.
Not at all.
So bedrooms are all configured quite well. The next picture we're going to see is the second bedroom, and it's the second master. And the great thing about this one too is that when you look at this, you know that you have room for a seating area as well if you want.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, with it being that dual master and you walk in, they're split. I mean, it's completely separate from each other, so it really lends itself to you kind of have your space, your guest space, and I mean, everywhere you go.
This is the amazing thing. This is the second master's bathroom.
Yeah, the master.
So you have the corner tub that has a view of everything to the north and left field. You have a steam shower. I believe that the mirrors on the left-hand side open up to
you can get like a 365 of yourself if you're brave enough. I'm going to pass.
But you're going to pass.
Yeah.
But it also has a setup for if you wanted to set up and do makeup. So you can tell that the person that lived there had a wonderful life. It is an amazing facility. We don't want to overlook the amenities of this property.
Yeah, the amenities are pretty spot on.
So this is actually the downstairs room that does overlook the pool. This is a room that can be reserved, and the day that you and I went and toured it, it was actually being reserved by a travel group that was there just to kind of go over some of the options that they had. And this is available to all of the residents.
Yeah, private parties. I mean, hosting down there, do a cocktail hour down there, and then host a dinner party. I mean, the space is phenomenal.
Yep. This is your lobby. You do have 24-hour concierge. You do have valet service. There's also a pool and also a gym on this facility. So this is an amazing.
Even a conference room. I mean, they had everything set up for you. I mean, you could live, work, home, everything.
So that's really what a lot of these high-rises cater to, is that entire lifestyle.
There's the pool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where they can make everything in space, in the building, and this is one of the ones that does it quite well.
Yeah.
So this is 3525 Turtle Creek, 17B. It is a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It comes in at 3671 square feet, and that 699 brings us in under 200, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
And that's 190.41 a square foot. One of the great things about this is if this is of interest to you, it is actually going to be on tour this Sunday from 1 to 3. Swing by. Garrett Holloway will have this open, and it is a wonderful listing of his.
He'll be happy to show it.
Absolutely. So we're going to move over. What's
Look,
the next
it's
one?
the David show. We got another one. This one's mine.
You're going to have to endure us because we're actually going to do David's listing, and in the second half,
David's master bath remodel.
David's remodel.
Like I said, take your time in Columbia there, Jeff. I mean, we've got this. So we're going to do 4327 Vandalia Street. This is actually a lease property, and probably one of the nicest leases I've seen in the city in the Dallas area in a long time. You're in this little Perry Heights area, which is probably one of the last single-family neighborhoods in Dallas. Walkability, walk to Cedar Springs, walk to Oak Lawn, walk down to Lemon. I mean, it's 4 blocks, but a little gem.
So there's a couple of neighborhoods inside of the Oak Lawn area that are livable. As far as single-family homes, we have Perry Heights and we have Oak Lawn Heights, and those are the 2 big ones. And Perry Heights is one. I was going to show one on Rollins, but it went under contract. This is a neighborhood where they actually have $1 million homes now.
Yeah.
And so that house we couldn't get into because it went under contract. And this is one street off, I believe. Two off of that.
Goes to Vandalia, kind of Hall, then Rollins. So it's kind of steps itself up that way.
So the story that I have about the Vandalia neighborhood is one time I was trying to find a listing in Perry Heights for one of my clients.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
And I went and I knocked on the doors, and that neighborhood is so.
She stopped you, didn't she?
She did.
Yeah. They protect each other. There's one she'll watch. She stops me. I'm like, we've met. Like I'm doing flyers. She's like, oh, just making sure I knew who was in the neighborhood. So yeah, it's they take care of themselves.
They do, which is a great thing for a neighborhood. So I had to kind of give them a business card, tell them who I was and everything. So if you're looking for a neighborhood that is in a big town but has a small town feel, this is your one. So inside, I think that everyone that has ever seen it has been very pleasantly surprised.
The remodel on this, I wish I had a before photo because the kitchen was actually in the back, and that used to be a sun porch. I mean, they've totally flipped it. I mean, they went to town on it. So between the hardwood floors, the kitchen is phenomenal. The additional storage, even the storage in the pantry, 3 full bedrooms, added a half bath, still has a Jack and Jill and a master with a master walk-in and closet.
So this is one of those ones that you don't often see very long. And you actually got this leased out, and I think that, how long did they stay in it the first?
About 18 months. So
18
the first
months?
one.
And it went pretty quick, and it's back on the market now. It's interesting because I think that now we just have a few more things out on the market, but it's a
it's
beautifully
immaculate.
finished
I love
out.
I mean, who's got a rental with a pot filler? 6-burner stove. I mean, they enjoyed it. They enjoyed the remodel on that one. So, and including the backyard is massive for the city.
The other thing too is that half the time when you get in a rental like this, they've really skimped on what they're putting into it, and so they're trying to ask for top rent dollar, but yet everything that they bought was on sale or on clearance, and it just didn't look and feel the same. This is one of those houses that front to back, whether it's the shiplap.
I let them do a little bit. I'm like, let's not go full Chip and Joe, but let's sneak a little bit when that was original. So
they did a great job. The other thing too is that I don't think that everybody calculates what sometimes living in an older home is going to cost you from a utility standpoint. And so one of the things that I love to see is that, it looks like we've got new windows.
New roof, new windows, programmable thermostat. I mean, like I said, I think originally, they went above and beyond.
And it's great because people in Dallas will pay top dollar, whether it's to buy the right home or to rent the right home. And this is a perfect example of that.
There's the master. 6 body sprays.
6. That seems like every inch of your body's got.
Marble flooring, plus a walk-in closet. It's, like I said, it's a stellar house.
Yep. And the last 2 pictures that we're going to show you are going to be of the back or the outdoor enclosure.
There's a little side patio area that's perfect, like this beautiful. Set up for your coffee in the morning, come right off the kitchen. Now there's a fence that's actually, we pulled it up, so you actually have the full backyard fenced in.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of space in the back.
And the last thing you've got, if you need the space, this backyard is nothing
Yeah.
to sneeze at.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it would be, it's a great area. And all the outdoor maintenance is included.
oh, it is?
So yeah, they take care of the lawn, the flowers, the watering, yeah. So it
to
is literally like having, lock and leave kind of lifestyle.
So if you're
Don't care
looking for a
about
house but don't want to live in an apartment, you have to live in downtown or adjacent to downtown. You don't want to live in uptown because you don't want the noise.
Yeah, this is a quiet, walkable neighborhood, pet friendly. I mean, everyone walks their dogs there. You have the park. This is definitely a viable option. So,
This, yeah, definitely one to check out. And if you want to see this house and get into it, guess who?
yeah,
All
this
right.
one you can remember. So again, it's 4327 Vandalia Street, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1,754 square feet. The price is $3,995 per month.
Excellent. Great job. Excellent. All right. Thanks, Dave. The next one that we're going to bring on is 4636 Belle Claire. And this is Highland Park West, and it is an amazing area. If you're not familiar with this area, this is just on the west side of the toll road. I would say you could jog across on Beverly, head south, Mockingbird, do the same.
Yeah.
Excellent area of town. You've seen a lot of people coming back into this area. We're seeing lots of work done on homes, and this is a perfect example of it. If you're a commuter and you need to be on the toll road and get in, you are
Minutes. I mean, you're right there.
If you need to be on a plane, you can get to you can get to Love Field in minutes. I would
say under 10.
Under 10 at
easily,
least.
yeah.
So this is a great home. One of the reasons why we thought this home would be amazing is because this is one of the ones that we feel like has really got it going on from the curb to the fence.
This photo, back on that one, talk about curb appeal, and I love a color story.
Yeah.
So kudos to the listing agent and with the blue planters.
Yes.
I mean, it just draws you in. It's the first thing you see, and it just catches your eye like that. It kind of sets the tone for the whole house.
They did a great job. I think this is one of those houses, and we don't typically see it, but this is one of those houses that it actually is better in
Yeah,
person.
this one is, yeah.
I mean, there is nothing. When you go into there, you know that the floors are wood, but then you just take in the grain
Yeah.
and the stain. It's amazing. One of the things that is common throughout almost every single bedroom is the quality and the color of the
The
wallpaper.
walls, yeah. Like even that photo, I mean, it's truly a metallic in real life.
Yes, like
I mean,
champagne.
it's just, yeah, I mean, it is top to bottom, interior designed, every inch.
Within an inch of its life. And when you go through this one, the other thing too is you'll see is that that this to me looks like an image that would be in Ventana magazine.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's Metropolitan Home. It's because it's such a transitional house too. It's kind of lends itself to a little more modern.
Right.
But you can go either way with it. I mean, they did a great job. And this kitchen, I needed a moment. I'm like, oh, well, let's talk about the fireplace.
I was going to say, we're
first.
not quite there yet because this is the giant living room. The giant living room
Yeah.
actually looks over the backyard, which is of good size, and it's covered. Very symmetrical and very easy to set your furniture up. This actually doesn't show you, but this room is actually larger than it
Yeah.
looks.
There's probably a good
4 feet?
4 feet from
Yeah.
that sofa, from that chair to that fireplace.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
So you can actually reconfigure that and make it completely, depending on your size, what your
What do you need in
configuration
there?
was.
Yeah.
But it will hold everything. And now we'll go into the kitchen.
There we go.
And this is where David said when we walked in, he goes, I'm going to need a minute. So even the styling on this one, it's phenomenal that they've used a Sarin table as a banquette there that you see on the left.
Yeah.
The island was amazing.
And this one, it's somewhat modern, but still traditional enough that you're not caught up in that, and it's warm, and I mean, it's just inviting. And the stove, what do we count? Nine?
There's
Six? 8 burners?
8 burners.
I would make a mess, but it
It was great. And the other thing, too, is that they've actually taken almost like a chance with those oversized globe pendants in gold. But you know what the deal is? They work.
Yeah.
And they work really
And when
well.
you're going to do that, in that, that's very trend,
Trend now.
right? Yeah, and having that gold, so do it in those accessories that you can change later.
Yeah.
Don't go crazy with, other backsplash and granites and flooring. This house is so modern in it and transitional. It goes with everything on it. I mean, look at the bedroom.
So this is the master, and the master is enormous. This is such a size that those are, I dare say, 48-inch nightstands. There's a sofa in there. The other thing too is this matches the master bathroom, which in itself is also large.
Yeah. I mean, bowling alley lengthwise. I mean, it's long. I mean, the house is over 5,000 square feet.
Yeah, and this is great because it does have his and her closet on opposite ends.
Oh, you definitely have your own space. So very much just in your area,
Yep.
you're in mine, or you can take them both.
And then we have, this is the room that's directly off of the master, and this is a room that they're using as a nursery. But the great thing is if your family didn't need a nursery, this would be a great second office.
Second office, yeah.
It can work as a wrapping room, whatever it is that you
Extra
need.
shoe storage.
Shoe storage in your
come on.
world, whatever you've got, this is the house for it. Additional bedrooms, again, as we said, the paper
Yeah.
continues, and it's amazing. Excellent detail. Large rooms, again, with the wood floors. The other pictures that we have, we've got a second living room upstairs, and this is really great that it has a fireplace. You can tell that this is a room that a lot of the family gets
Yeah.
to stay in.
And this is another one, like I said, in the photography, that kind of the wallpaper throws you a little bit.
Yeah.
It's stunning. I mean, it's almost like graffiti art. It's almost like splattered paint. It is just cool on itself.
Yep.
And the lighting in there, I mean, it really is a cool flex space.
Absolutely.
Definitely one you need to see in person.
So if you get tired of all the way wallpaper, which I can't imagine, come outside. There's a swing. It's covered. Very southern almost. And then with the water feature in the back, it just all works together. One of the great things that we didn't show on this is, because we just kind of ran out of time, pictures, is it also has a full bedroom and bathroom downstairs, which was amazing. So we've got 3 bedrooms, second living room up, and downstairs we have a full
Yeah.
bedroom as well. This one,
Looking for that amenity sheet. So.
Yep. This is going to be 4636 Belle Claire Avenue, 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, 2-car garage. Again, 5,169 square feet, built in '07. And that is 2.1 million for 406. And we want to say thank you so much to Sharon Red and Maria Moros. This is a wonderful home. And if you want to see that, please let us know and we'll be sure to put you in contact. All right. We really ran through those.
We did.
They were amazing.
Kathy.
We were talking about it. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to kind of switch gears. Second half of today's show is great because we're going to be talking about bath remodeling
Yeah.
with our very own, David, you're right here.
And I'm like, we're going to wing it because I'm like, I wonder what photos we have of those up there, but we'll figure that out real quick, won't we, when they pop up?
Okay, so one of the reasons why I thought it was so important for us to bring this on the show, because we've talked about remodeling, we've talked about financing for remodels, we've done a lot of these things, but so many people look at a home that was built, what year was your home built in?
Mid-90s, so 94.
So mid-90s. So everybody has a mental image. Well, if you don't, we're going to show you a mental
Yeah.
image of the before.
I can give it to you. It's white Corian, white tile, and brass. Shiny brass.
We have all walked
Oh,
into
and
this, and we all go, what are we going to do with this? So without further ado, we're going to let David talk about some of the things that he did to the house.
So this was actually our last bit of remodeling in the house. It was
Okay.
supposed to be our first part and ended up being the last part. So, 7 years later, you figure it out. The biggest tip I can have on that is when you're working with this age of home, don't go crazy on moving the plumbing and rerouting everything. If you can stick with that, if you can live with the layout,
Right.
you're hands down, you're good to go. And we did this one actually in 2 phases. So
Okay.
we had to get rid of the granite. Originally, it had the white Corian, so we did you'll see it in the one picture, we did half the bathroom first, framed out the mirrors. To the left, that was done ahead of time. We kept the cabinets. They were great, solid wood, had them sprayed out. Saves you a ton of money, and
Okay.
you don't have to rebuild everything. So we did that originally, could live with it for a while, and then we moved on into the second half a few years later. So
So your flooring, is that wood or did you use tile?
that is tile.
That is tile, and
Yeah.
you had it cut on the herringbone?
No, it was actually laid in a herringbone pattern with that's a tile that's made, it's a little bit narrower, so you can lay it in that pattern, but it was only about 6 by 3.
Really?
Skinny. Yeah, it was made to lay out in that, and that was the one splurge. But if you're going to do it, floors, I think people forget
Right.
to do, and in a bathroom, that's really what anchors it.
Right.
And go with something that's classic and that's going to stand the test of time and not show dirt and have a darker grout. And that was my one splurge. Like I wanted it, I kept looking at it and said, let's just do it.
So you actually took this also, if you
All
go
the
back
way
to that
through.
picture, you took it also back into the closet as well to give like a continuity
Yeah,
as
just so
well.
it would flow. The thing, too, you have to consider, like when you're cleaning and stuff, I mean, you don't want to have to take the mop, the vacuum, all the things into just straight shot. So yeah, it opens right up into our master closet. And it was just really easy to open that up and
And holding that picture, I think it's really important to point out that you were able to demo out that dropped-in tub.
Yeah.
And then leave the plumbing where it was, or did you have to move
No,
the
the
plumbing?
plumbing stayed where it was at. The shower, we just took down the enclosure, opened it up. Yeah, we kept the drains. That was the main thing to save the money. Keep the drains where they're at, keep the toilet where they're at, and make that work for you.
So it's really about, again and again, spend the money on the proper things, like spend them where you're going to get your bonus.
Yeah.
Flooring, granite,
Flooring.
and then
The thing though too on this, I really, I'm kind of trend centric as well. And I'm
Okay.
like, oh, you see this? I didn't want to go crazy with some busy floor pattern
Okay.
or crazy. I'm like, which camera's mine? The middle one? I'm always looking at the wrong one.
You're on the left, David.
I am on the left. No wonder.
You're left.
That's going to look really great today because I've been looking in the middle the whole time. It's not my good eye. So yeah, use those things. Like if you can see, I don't know if we have the one. I wanted that gold, but I did want to do gold fixtures.
Uh-huh.
So we kept everything chrome. If you have it, that's kind of stands the test of time.
true.
Go with this clean, simple line, but then I used the gold in my curtain rods. I used it in my art and the accessories, and those are things I can change later on. If I get them in there and I don't like it,
Right.
I can mix and match it later down the road. I've already changed out the hardware on our vanities because I wanted more gold in there. So it's like, do it in those things. Don't do things that you see in every, designer catalog that day.
Right.
Because in about a year,
It's
you're
over.
You're gonna hate it.
Yep.
So, that's my tip for that one.
And the other thing too that you just pointed out is that you were able to mix metals, and a lot of people can get hung on that, and they'll be like, "It's chrome everywhere. It's brushed nickel. It's everything brushed."
My tip on that, if you're going to mix metals, which is easy to do, stick to the family. So if you're going to do chrome fixtures, that's great. Keep it in the fixtures. You can kind of change up the lighting,
Okay.
the accent lighting. In the shower, you want it to be consistent. But if you wanted something a little different, you could have done a black handle or some other things on there. Mix those metals. Like we still kept the brass doorknobs. I loved them. They're shiny,
Right.
but they go with it.
Yeah.
So it worked really well.
So did you replace the doors? Because it looked like the doors
No,
are
those
new.
are original.
They are original.
Yeah, I do. We just sprayed them out white. I would really like to bring in pops of color. I don't know if we have the picture still with the green, those curtains.
Are those green?
Yeah, they're real dark green velvet. I want to do the doors. Like with that
Oh.
condo today, beautiful sprayed out black doors. It's a great way to add a little pop of color and not repaint your whole bathroom.
Well, in the picture here online, you can see that it is a green because
Yeah.
on the printout we can't see that. So,
And you can kind of see the shower, the curtain rod. That's where, a little pop of gold. There's gold in the frame.
Mm-hmm.
But if I hate it, in a year from now, when everyone's, going back to a different color or brushed nickel or chrome or metal.
You're not
it's
out of
there.
trend.
Yeah, no.
Well, so this is just a great way. If you have questions for David, please give him a call. I think this is a really great example of what to do and do it on a budget
Yeah.
and do it, as you said, phased. You
Yeah.
don't have to do it all at once.
Just know when you start it, it's going to make a mess, but it is worth it in the end.
Wow, you
And,
did live through it twice then, didn't you?
It's been a few times, but yeah, it's all good.
Well, David, thank you so much for bringing that on. We really appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. I know you've been hounding me since it's been done. I'm like, I'm not FaceTiming it from there, the lighting.
We
No.
thought about that.
No.
We did think about that.
We just brought it in, so.
It made it perfect go-to on this. So, well, thank you so much. We have had a great time with you
Thank
on the
you.
show, and we'll have you on again, I am sure. Jeff should be back at the next show. This is a great way for you to keep up with us. This is our website. Please tune in. You can catch any segment of this show. The other thing is you can follow us on social media. This is our Instagram account, and we really try to push a lot of things out there, keep you updated about what's on our market, anything that's going on. Updike Pugh, this is a great place to go search for your listings. We also have our videos on here, mortgage calculators, and last but not least, go to homeprice.fyi. Simply type in your address, click it in, and you'll get a value. If you have questions about how that value was calculated, we'd love to talk to you about it. Last but not least, if you'd like to reach out to us, because we'd love to hear from you, you can call or text us. And that is pretty much a wrap for
That's the
today.
show.
Thank you all so much, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks. Have a good week.